Welcome to RANsquawk's EU morning briefing for Tuesday, the 2nd of February 2010. In terms of the Asian session, the Nikkei did finish up 1.6%. That was following on from the high close that we had in the US following that decent jump in the ISM manufacturing report yesterday. However, in terms of how the UK and European bourses have fared so far, we are trading in minor negative territory, down around 0.25% or so in the FTSE CAC and DAX. In particular, on the sector basis, oil and gas are struggling this morning. That's pretty much being down to the latest earnings reports out of the oil giant BP, which has underperformed in the FTSE 100. Their Q4 adjusted net income came in lower than analysts' forecasts, and they have traded down around 4% since the open. In terms of other things that we've seen overnight of note was the Reserve Bank of Australia. They surprised the market by keeping rates on hold at 3.75%. Most, if not all, of the market was looking for a 25 basis point hike there. And in turn then in Aussie dollar and the currencies overnight on that decision, we did see around a 4-point move from the 89 to 88 handle in the currency, which is still down on 100 pips in the European morning. Although worth noting that the RBA governor, he did point out the reason for that hold in interest rates was he wanted to see the effects of the recent rate rises before they were to hike rates any further. In terms of other news worth noting for later on today in the US session, that White House advisor Volcker will urge Congress to curb the risk taken by large banks to help them prevent from being treated as too big to fail. According to his testimony, that was obtained by the Reuters Newswire late yesterday. He will also urge international consensus on appropriate actions to restrict commercial banks' activities. Taking a look then ahead of what's to come, we'll look out for the Eurozone PPI numbers. They're due shortly at 10 o'clock London time. And then the main data from the US, there will be pending home sales reports due at 3 London, at 9 in Chicago. Then quite a few earnings reports pre-market today. The one of note will be from UPS. And just a final update in terms of one of the ongoing subjects in the Eurozone, that of Greece. No real particular new news there, and as some of the fears from last week continue just to abate for the time being, those spreads are narrowing. The 10-year Greek Bund spread is again around 10 basis points lower, down to around 340, so down exceptionally from the 400 level that we hit last week.